extraordinary scenes in Durban this lunchtime amid the repatriation of more than 6,000 Malawians. They volunteered to be transported home. Several buses left yesterday. The process of taking them home now seems to have stalled. Newsroom Africa's Zola Shilwana joins us live from the scene now. Zola, good afternoon to you. We saw that progress yesterday. What's happening there now?
So, Stephen, earlier on we saw Malawian nationals showing frustration after they saw Ngizwe and some of his counterparts. And of course, many of them were actually saying to him, you are partly the reason why we find ourselves in this situation. So why do you then see the need to come and pay us a visit at this camp where we are? Now, people are waiting for buses that will be taking them to Malawi. We understand that there's one bus that has been dispatched that will be taking women and children, as we understand that they are currently of priority. But let me speak to a gentleman who forms part of Malawian Pastors Association here in South Africa. Sir, thank you very much for your time. There's been concerns that you have raised about how some people have taken advantage of the situation.
Thank you so much, Zola. First of all, let me be gratitude for this opportunity which have given me for the Newsroom Africa, so that we can be able to voice our voices as Malawians who are concerned and affected here in Durban. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to present my fellow Malawians here in Durban who have been affected for almost 2 weeks now. And because of the delay of assistance, we see some people taking advantage, asking money for these people so that they can go quick as possible, where we got the order of the people who came first according to order until the flowing of numbers that people are still coming here. Therefore, we're asking our government to immediately intervene on this situation that we have here. Like today, I heard there was these vigilantism people who came to intimidate our people here. This is a barbaric actions which I'm asking the government of South Africa and the government of Malawi to speed up so that these people you see here must be evacuated here and go back home. These are human beings. They are not animals, but they are treated like animals here, which we are condemned. Africa is one. Black people, we are one family. No matter the differences that we have, it's a responsibility of the government to make sure that our people are protected, to make sure that our people are given service delivery. We didn't want to be here, found ourselves to be here. We were chased. Some of these people, they lost their belongings, and they've been sleeping here. Well, it's not a place where they deserve to sleep. I'm asking the government of Malawi and also non-governmental organizations to take responsibility so that we can unite together to make sure that more buses come to take everyone who is found to be here.
Some of the people that are camping here have been making claims that they feel like the Malawian government is moving at a slow pace in terms of attending to this matter. What do you have to say?
Indeed, our Malawian government is taking too slow to intervene because the people here are increasing each and every day in numbers. We cannot expect 10 buses that can accommodate these people. We're expecting at least 100 buses once so that these people, they can be taken. In Malawi, we got Christians. I'm a man of God, as an apostle, who are also part of the organization here in Durban. Our responsibility is to make sure that the well-being of our people is being completely treated in a fair way. I'm asking our fellow pastors in Malawi, Christians in South Africa, I'm asking the body of Christ and those who are well-wishers to help. Please, can you help so that you can help the government of Malawi so that our people here can be evacuated in this condition, which is not good at all. We got people like Tom Mpinganjira, we got people like Prophet Bushiri, we got people like Simbi, we got people like Zombe. We need these people to help. At least if these people, they can give us 50 buses.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. That is, of course, an apostle who lives in South Africa, but speaking on behalf of Malawian nationals who are here for refugee. Now, he is asking for people who have the financial capacity or any kind of capacity to assist in terms of, bringing more buses so that the process of repatriation here moves at a faster pace, because they feel like, the Malawian government is moving at a snail pace in terms of repatriating people back to their country, because today only one bus will be leaving, and of course the priority will be women and children. And then we were told by the embassy that tomorrow they are expecting about 7 buses. Now, when you calculate, Stephen, if we will have about 7 buses a day, it means that it might potentially take over a week for these people to be repatriated. And many of them have already been complaining about the conditions of, where they are, especially children and women, who have children who are as young as 2 weeks old, who now have to sleep in the cold and survive under these very difficult conditions.
Shalwana, thank you very much indeed. Very difficult situation playing out there in Durban. And
Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 15th of June 2026. How are you guys doing? Remember, guys, follow us on all our social media platforms. So, guys, you just watched one of many videos which are trending on social media. I mean, it's a disaster. I mean, it's really a disaster happening live in Durban. And this is a video from Newsroom Africa. And so the Malawian government officials said they remain under pressure as thousands of displaced nationals continue to arrive at Sherwood Hall in Durban, hoping to return home. Hundreds of people, including women, children, the elderly, and the sick, are still waiting for transport, as one loaded bus has left so far this Monday. More buses are expected later in the day. Officials say the number of people at the site grew rapidly within days, rising from just over 170 people when operations started to nearly 7,000 people seeking assistance. Some pregnant women have been taken to the hospital after going into labor. Malawi High Commissioner Mufti Suleiman says conditions have been extremely difficult since the repatriation process started, especially with only 2 consular officials initially available to process people. Our goal from the High Commission is to make sure that everyone who has to be repatriated is together, so there will be no one who remains as long as the people are still coming, as long as we bring the buses until we finish all the process completely once and for all. So guys, that's the latest here. So guys, this is something which is very interesting. It's a very sad situation because I mean, we all know the tensions which are South Africa are very high, and the threats which are coming from the communities, it makes it very impossible for someone else to remain in those communities, because my threats acho anenge akanyanya pause anenge achizoni 30 June everyone who is a foreign national should leave. So it depends with your location where you stay, but we all know that the hotspot of this whole situation is Durban, where the group March and March is from, and so you have to expect more news, more threats from the locals in those communities. That's the reason why we are seeing a number of Malawians saying enough is enough. So personally, we grew up with many Malawians in Zimbabwe, especially Kwatuno Baku Ghetto, and one are peaceful. And you never heard anything bad about people from Malawi. These are lovely people. They mind their own business, and is the work. They mind their own business. They do many jobs that just like us too. So we had enough. We are now leaving this country. It means that this is a real situation, guys, because xenophobia is akamboitika before in the past. Tiangona mainly us Zimbabweans, tiangoma Nigerians, tiangoma people from Somalia, but it means that this is one of the most serious issues here, and the SA government have refused to even open my refugee camps, even for temporary basis. They said, you know what, we are not going to open any refugee camps here. You guys, you need to do what you need to do. You need to make sure that you repatriate your citizens. And so we that the Malawian government, they need to speed up this whole process, and so that they can manage 7,000 people. And remember, every day more people are coming. Kutaiwa is also want to go back to Malawi, and these are citizens of Malawi, and some of them vanenge vasitotana mapassports vanenge vangoyamba from Malawi to Zimbabwe to here to SA vamwe vatone makore nemakore vari muno South Africa, but they don't have any documentation. And so it's a vital a situation, and it needs more people on the ground. I hope the Malawian government will send more officials and also more buses so that they can meet the number of people who are present at Sherwood Hall in Durban. And so I'll be keeping you guys up to date with the latest here on Daily News, Breaking News, Everyday News. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.